Your mother.
Yeah.
Okay.
So my mother always wanted me to play. She knew my father better than I did. So she must have knew I was going to do shit. I sure did. You know.
Mama knows.
So yeah, she was trying to push it on me. So she got me on my first team or whatever. And, actually, my first team I played in was like that. So mother was cool with James, who was basketball coach.
Okay.
So made him put me on the team.
Yeah, there you go. That's that mama right there.
Well, if you hanging out with me, well, my son on the team, straight like that, and that was my first team. So by seeing her making me want to do it, you know what I'm saying? And then you fall in love with basketball. Yeah. Like, to be honest, I ain't had no favorite NBA team until like 11th grade, 12th grade.
And who was that?
At the time, I think I was a Celtics fan. Like, you feel like,
damn, I thought he was going to say Lakers.
At the time, I think I was a Celtics fan.
Like, they caught me off guard.
Yeah, I was liking Paul Pierce and KG. I was liking what they had going. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I get that. I understand.
I was a Celtics fan at the time. My mom definitely, she made me better back.
When did you realize that like your game was on a different level than your peers?
So like I always never, you know what I'm saying, I always felt like I would never let nobody take out the track, even though, I was just starting basketball and stuff like that. I never played a lot, I would never let nobody talk to me like, oh, you suck or you can't do this. I had the confidence before I had the game to you know.
That's because you're a DC boy.
Can't nobody tell me, oh, you can't step on this court and play with a flag. You know what I'm saying?
You are.
I never played JV. I hop right on the box. Tell me I can't do what.
I mean, because the thing is,
that's where it came from.
Well, they're gonna have to explain to have your tall behind on JV.
First of all, if we the same age, this nigga on JV, Coach, Vince.
Right, you got
Vince, I'm not going against this nigga like he about to dunk on me. Get the fuck out of here.
They would have to explain. So they better have put you on varsity.
And then me playing down the farms, I played down the Dinner League when I was 14. So I'm playing against pros and playing inside the gates at 14 years old. You know what I'm saying? As grown men. Under the light, I'm supposed to be inside. I'm supposed to be in the house.
Right, when the street lights come on.
At least playing with my age. I'm supposed to be playing in the high school summer league. So I'm playing with the grown men. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I remember, like in real talk, I remember my man took me to the farms one year. And it was a basketball joint. And that's when you realize you play basketball, but they play basketball.
Right, it's a little different. Yeah. And if you can play at the farms, real talk, you can play anywhere.
That's real.
So they're scrubs on the league level. Like the niggas who may not have been the best ball, they would dog this shit out. You knew that. And to be there, you have to be on some type of level. To be a starter there, niggas just even run with them niggas, you have to be on some type of level.
Because otherwise you gonna be.
Otherwise they're embarrassing you. Yeah. Otherwise you gonna get posterized or they gonna make a meme out your ass.
They gonna make a meme out you. They gonna run on the court. They gonna clown you. Back in the day, they used to sell the games in the barbershop. You get your hair cut. Somebody, you look and be like, oh, cut that up. You cut it off, all right.
And you like, oh, you don't get this tape that you got dunked on?
But yeah,
1999.
That's where my heart came from. Playing in the farms, playing at Watson at a young age and stuff. And then, you know what I'm saying, everybody molded me around. A lot of the people, a lot of my peers around me, my brothers, you know what I'm saying, everybody that I hung with was older. Everybody from my hood was older, you know what I'm saying. They hang with young people, I hung with older. I didn't hang with people my age. I always hang with older people. I feel like they had something to teach me and I had something to learn from them. You know what I'm saying?
A lot of that's missing right now because, I grew up hanging with older people. So, people like, oh, you so wise. And I just hung around people that told me real shit.
Right, there you go.
But you also got to deal with folks that's been through it. Like if you deal with your peers, it's good to have peers, but they're going through the same things you're going through at the same time. And can't really give you any advice that's something you can say, okay, I can apply that. But when you deal with older folks that's been through that, not saying you do exactly what they do, but you take some of the insight from the experiences that they had and help you make a better educated decision.
Well,
Right.
The thing about it too was, back in the day, I'm old as shit, so we had older people that weren't afraid to check you, right?
Hold on, do you hear what I said? I hit you with a Kevin Hart.
I just saw that clip with Don Cheadle.
With Don Cheadle.
Oh yeah. So because older people would check you, when you're wrong.
Yeah.
Oh man.
What you doing out here?
Damn.
Right. And in a situation like this, we have a young, talented black man, and the fact that the older cats could come around you to push you in a certain direction so that you can make sure that you succeed, which is good. They're gonna give you their wisdom. Yeah.
People, you know what I'm saying? So quick to judge.
Yep.
No. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I mean, yeah, rough, but it's rough everywhere.
Yeah.
People kill people everywhere. People get robbed everywhere. Not saying it's right, not saying it's wrong, but
Right.
you don't work and you don't really do your research.
But people, we talk about the evils in the hood, but it's also goodness. And a lot of people don't talk about the goodness.
And a lot of times, these older dudes in the hood, and they see you, they don't want you. Did they keep you out of trouble on purpose? They gonna tell you, nah, you don't need to do that because you need to be over here with this ball in your hand. Exactly. And that's what a lot of people don't understand about the hood.
There's stories about the white hood and Daryl Strawberry, and they was when they was going to the hood to buy drugs and stuff. And they told them, we need something to you.
Right.
So you have to the baseball. You fucking up your life.
Yep. Because they want to see you succeed.
These are what the drug dealing the hood niggas is telling. You fucking up your life. You don't even get off that shit.
I'm not selling to you.
I ain't selling to you. In fact, if niggas sell to you, we're gonna shoot them.
Right. Yeah.
I had real talk. I remember one of my sisters happened to be out of DC. For some reason. Probably chasing a little dumb nigga. She was at the age she was on. So one of the niggas who I grew up with, one of my OGs, caught her out DC. What you doing out here? Oh, my mom know I'm out here. Oh, for real? Let me walk you to the train station.
Yep.
Nigga walk your ass to the train station. Sit there on the train. Then when he saw me, he was like, yo, I see sister out of DC. I said, what you doing in DC? Don't worry about it. Sit at home.
Yep.
Then we need to sit down to the train station.
Yeah.
Sit their ass home.
And look, I've been in that situation. Me and my sister, let us go to the court. Our older brother's friends was like, nah, what y'all doing out here? Y'all need to go home. Immediately. Because, we did look a little older than what we were. But they knew who we were. So they sent us home. Couldn't nobody talk to us. Y'all need to go home. What you say? I, first of all, was a tomboy. So stop it. How you know I wasn't up there to play?
You better cut a motherfucker. That's
See, you know what?
That's how you got your splicing game right.
So one of those things is, I got another question or whatever. But one of the things is, December 30th, my cousin John's birthday, he passed away. But I will never forget this. When I used to live next door, basically, I had my other little cousin who stayed with us. She was my grandmother's daughter. I just called her my cousin.
Right.
And because we New York, we play like I don't know who the fuck I'm gonna relate to.
Yeah, it's just black people.
Same here.
That's what black people do.
So her friends she'd be like, "Why your cousin so mean?" She's like, "He's not mean. He just don't like y'all."
Oops.
That's how it was. So these boys pulled up in a stolen car, and she went to go get into the car. And my cousin John was like, yo, no, I can't allow you to get in the car. And she was like, why? He was like, because your cousin gonna fuck them up.
Everybody.
He gonna fuck you up. And then he gonna fuck me up for letting you get in the car.
Yeah, because you was with me.
Because the first thing he gonna say is, why you let me get in the car? Which is true. And at that time, and I ain't gonna lie, my mentality at that time, I'd have been mad at everybody. What the fuck you gotta get in the car for? And he was like, yo, real talk, I can't allow you to do that because you're gonna put a lot of people's lives in jeopardy, because then he gonna make phone calls and do shit that's off the, that overreact on the situation, because one, the car is stolen. And his job, and he feels his job is to keep you safe. So she didn't get in the car. Mm-hmm. But that's what you need with those older OGs that tell you the real shit. So I've been that to people, and I've had people tell me that, and I've had people do that for people in my family. So I think that's a blessing in itself.
You said you had a question.
Oh yeah, salute to Kelly Price, because she was lost and found.
Yeah, I just saw that. Yeah, I just saw.
He just said it like that. Oh no.
I just saw that yesterday. I was like, damn, where'd she go?
Oh my God.
So where they find her at?
Hot mess.
Where they find her at?
They didn't really find her. Her lawyer said she was in an undisclosed location. Then somebody else said she was at a facility on a ventilator. We don't really know what happened.
She in rehab.
Well, that was a rehab, but not that kind of rehab. You talking drugs. I told my friend she probably on that stuff.
And she lost all that weight.
You know what? That ain't what I was saying.
I'm just saying, man, that was a miraculous.
She's had it rough for 2 years.
Yeah,
Ain't that the one in her husband cheat on her or some shit?
She got all her whole anthem is her husband or somebody cheat. She was a friend of mine. Then she was messing with Kales, and Mr. Biggs threatened his life.
So
that's what happened in the song.
I'm trying to remember one of the verses. I couldn't.
It was Mr. Biggs' goddaughter.
I remember. Yeah, I'm trying
to
remember this.
You should just relive some of your past expectations. The words come to you any minute now.
I didn't get caught till after the fact.
You know what?
Anyway,
shut up.
What is your favorite chew ball? Out of 10. Oh shit! I guess so. CP3, you got a question?
I wasn't able to chase my dreams of playing pro ball, football, but what helps fuel you to continue to chase your dream, even though you haven't been able to reach the pinnacle of the NBA success, but you still, striving to, make that dream come true? Because, like I said, I was put out due to injury and some other stuff. But
some other stuff.
We're not talking about me right here, all right? We're talking about Mr. Bridgeford. We're not talking about me right here. We're talking about Mr. Bridgeford. So what?
Okay, what you do? You gonna find out all the shit we say about it.
Hold on, he said and something else.
I'm just stuff happens, man. I was young. I wasn't used to the. Man, look. So what helps you? Those records are sealed, goddammit. So what helps keep you with the desire to continue to try to push forward? Besides, like you said, you being a 6'11" high stock shelf or stalker at the grocery store.
Well, right now, my life is my son, so I think it's motivation. So I'll be out of depression 4 months, 6 months, yeah. So I'm not, what I'm saying, and it's like I'm not there physically, but I'm still there. So I want to try to make the biggest stage for him that I can, for me not being, so he can still see me and I can still get it. It's like, I want him to, once it's all done, once he be able to really memorize and see what I've been doing and stuff, he's like, all right, I thought was out there catting off. He was really out there hooping. He was getting fluid. You know what I'm saying? He out there dunking, making sweet.
Right.
He really trying to. He not just out there and leaving me here with mom. Nah, he trying to chase his dream and do something that I can. You know what I'm saying? Do. And then also with you is my kids. You know what I'm saying? My people, my hood. Everybody that look up to me, all my followers, all my people that reach out, all my family. They like, I see you, I see everything you're doing. People tell me every day they praying. I love it.
Yeah.
Like, that's the best thing you can tell me. Oh, be a friend for me. I love it. Like, I love to hear that. People tell me every day, I love it. I really appreciate that. Like, that's the best thing for my family.
So how has fatherhood changed you?
Father really showed me the reason I'm talking how I'm talking now. Like, I was talking like this before COVID acting. But it definitely showed me that it made me wake up. It made me realize, like, I gotta really start taking things more serious. You know, I gotta take relationships more serious. I gotta be respectful to people. I gotta really attack life a different way now. You know what I'm saying? I gotta. Like, he's a whole person. He's not just my child. He's a person. He's not fair or funny. Like he's a life. I gotta look after. Like I'm responsible. You know what I'm saying? Not just me, his mom too. You know, we do our thing or whatever. She better at it than me, but I do what I can do.
By the way, his son decided he was gonna be my boyfriend. So.
Oh yeah.
He did. He grabbed me by my hand and everything. He was like, "Come on, we going over here. Let's talk." I was like, oh, "Okay." He didn't even introduce himself to me. He was like, "Come on, boo."
He was
He was like, just took my hand. I said, "Okay, we going over here." Thank you. He was like, "Come on, boo."
I see why they call him Kobe. He shoots his shot early.
He did.
You missed 100% of the shots you don't take.
See, there you go. There you go. That's good. That's I do have a question. Did you see the documentary on PG County?
Yeah.
Okay. What's your thoughts?
It was a great. It's informative to people that don't really know about PG County, the basketball and stuff. I feel like they could have. I mean, I don't really know the logistics and everything. But I feel like I think it's like an hour and a half documentary. It covered a lot. I feel like it should. It's too much, you know what I'm saying, to be on one. To be on one though, it should have made it a Fox.
I think that was the plan.
Yeah, if it was me, I'd be like, nah, I ain't ready yet. Y'all want to accept it like that? Nah, I ain't ready. I need 3 to 4 pots. We got some stuff to talk about. There's some players, and there's some stuff going on in this NBA area. But y'all had Kevin Hart face, Kevin Durant face on that, and they only give him an hour, you know what I'm saying, or whatever y'all try to do. Y'all should have gave that boy like 3 hours, man. I'll be the best player that's active right now.
But that's why
that would get that boy an hour.
But I think that the plan
I first
was.
Heard of I'm sorry.
Yeah, no, I think it was. I think that was supposed to be the first part. I don't know.
Hopefully it is the first part, and I'm talking, but I want to see more of that. You know what I'm saying? He played more. He spent more time on the court than on that show.
The thing is, the first time I heard about KD was Frank Clark.
Yeah.
And
playing up at the farm.
And he was playing up, but even so, even before he got an NBA championship, he was going back. He was playing. He was giving back. He was, you know.
And he has that rec center in C Pleasant, yeah.
Yeah. And I was like, damn, that's real amazing.
Yeah.
And I used to be over there.
And then the fact of the matter was, like, really in the hood.
Yeah.
He
really gives back. He really does.
Like, he really pulled up in the miles of Rock City. He was playing ball with these
people. He one of them celebrities that's good out here.
Yeah,
good out here.
Like, I haven't reached out yet, but yeah, we definitely in the works of reaching out.
Ain't nobody gonna bother him. They're not gonna mess with him. They proud of him.
Yeah. He ain't out here like he's rapping. Rapping all the dance stuff, all the.
But they not really tough. Yeah.
Even if they would really tough, you rap.
Don't get me started on that shit.
You know what I'm saying?
But he's definitely loved in the hood.
The funny thing is that I once gave an artist advice about that. His mom came to me and was like, "Would you manage my son?" And I was like, "Well, let me see his work." So she put a video. You know, he had all these guns and all this other stuff. And I was like, yo, are you really about that life or you not? I said, because my brother's in jail right now. He about that. And I tell you that because if you rounding like that, them dudes can't go with you on tour. So I said, you know the rapper Slim
Them
Jesus?
dudes can't leave the state.
Yeah.
He needs to get real.
I told him, you heard the rapper Slim Jesus? He was like, yeah. I said, you remember the little song we did, the little drill town joint? He had the little fake guns and stuff, yeah. And I said, yeah, when he was in Toronto, he ran into Black Jesus. Black Jesus beat him up on stage. And then proceeded to rock. Because he wasn't about that life. And he was like, yeah. I was like, well, be serious or whatever, call me. Never. But, like, you know, but there are real people in the hood that do real shit. If you ain't one of them, don't pretend.
Try to tell him, dog. Try to tell him.
You tried to tell him?
I mean,
what you tell him?
I mean, like on social media, you know, because I used to have some, you know, sometimes I used to have some altercations online.
You?
Yeah, you know, sometimes it rarely happen, but you know, sometimes.
Never would have thought.
Oh my God, lady, when did this happen?
Yeah, it's just so funny when the rare times that it has happened.
The
rare times that it has happened.
It's really rare.
I get a couple of my folks to hit me up in my inbox like, "Hey, do we need to call you?" Like, nah.
Was it me?
You have one time before.
Oh shit.
Yeah, you have before, but nah. Yeah, you have.
Like, what's up with this?
Yeah, nah, you good, you good.
We need to pull up.
Yeah, nah, you good. So I mean, folks don't understand. Talking about that life and actually being about that life is two different things.
Indeed.
And when you come across someone that, let's just say, trying to be a better man and a better person than they used to be in their past, and you decide to try to test and see how gangster you are, just think about it. If they're older than you and they're telling you they have a past, that means a couple of things, but the main thing it means is they're a fucking survivor. They want to find a way to take out the competition without being, you know, a suspect. So, yeah. So, I mean, there's...
Like a positive message?
Yeah, I'm about to bring it full circle.
He don't.
Now, I'm about to bring it full circle, man.
Bring it full circle. Let's see.
So, when you're when you're out here in these streets, you don't need to tell everybody what you're doing or what you're trying to do or whatever.
Is this your positive?
Yes, I'm trying to teach these youngsters. You move in silent. You make it moves. And you keep it moving. I'm just saying, you don't have to. We have to look beyond being in the streets and talking that game. That sometimes you got to make moves in the background.
Yeah.
You know, I'm not speaking gangster stuff. I'm speaking in business.
Oh, really?
See, I feel like I'm being profiled here.
I
feel like I'm being profiled here.
You drinking that Japanese whiskey, talking about that Japanese gangster stuff.
I'm just saying, you gotta have rules, man. You gotta have rules in the way you operate and the way you do things. You don't have to announce everything that you do.
Yes, sir.
Sometimes you have to plot and plan and make things happen.
So, I'll be honest with y'all. We probably gonna wrap the show up in a little bit because I'm tired.
Yeah, I know you tired as well.
But I do have one more question.
Okay.
So, going forward, you know, when you're not playing ball anymore, what are your plans? What do you hope to continue to be able to do to, you know, support basketball in general?
Oh, so you want to know that?
Yeah, what you got going on for a long time?
Oh, she ready, but I ain't grabbed the mic. He was like, I got you. I've been waiting for this question all night.
Mm-hmm. Right.
I do. Okay,
ain't nothing wrong with that.
I'm trying to be done with the basketball by Thursday. Have no place saved up, start with a fence. Sports ball.
Okay.
So like I said, I got a lot of professional friends that play sports. I got professional friends that box, football players like NFL, NBA, overseas, all that. So sports ball would be great, you know what I'm saying? nice setup in there. Last night, all of them watch international games, local games, all that stuff. Like, it's gonna be a great setup. And then I want to open up a rehabilitation camp, like more like a rehab camp, instead of like just basketball and dribble,
Right.
a recovery place. And so we're gonna get back to 100%. Like, not only for athletes though, but like retired military dads, elderly people in car accidents. I mean, of course, we're gonna specialize in sports medicine and stuff like that, sports therapy, but it's gonna be open for everybody like that. I feel like me growing up in DC, going to schools in DC area and stuff, all the contracts from the DC schools, DC public schools, all that stuff.
So like
good people.
Rehabilitation, occupational therapy, stuff like that.
Yeah. Like, that's very
Perfect. That's good. That's what's up. Sound like a plan.
And
Where can they find you at?
get my son to the end. But now you can find me on social media, Facebook. You can find me at Brian Rich D Bridgeville. On Instagram, find me at Addicted to Ball.
I like that name.
On Instagram, on Facebook, Brian Rich D Bridgeville. Appreciate y'all tapping in, listening to me, and hearing out my story and everything I had to say. Stay tuned for more words.
I mean, look. Definitely, always. One thing about this show is like this: we get involved with some people who, some people come by just don't even be on the show. Just come by and hang out. You more than welcome to come through. We definitely want to do a follow-up interview to see what's going on. What I got a quick question. What was your favorite city to play ball in?
Favorite city in the States or country or
Anywhere.
Lebanon.
Lebanon?
Lebanon. It's like a mini Dubai.
Yeah.
Nice island, beautiful weather, beautiful, nice people.
Because that's not, when you say Lebanon, that's not what the first thing that comes to mind.
I mean, yeah. A lot of people think in the Middle East, like, oh, they're violent, a bunch of guns, woo. So they don't like Americans. No. It's a good vibe over there. They showed a lot of hospitality. The weather, like I said, the weather was nice. The basketball was great. One of my best friends over there, and happened to be on my team. So like, it was just great. Like the food, like I tried sushi out there the first time. It was great. Like they had so many different restaurants. They even got the American spots for you, like the Benihana's and the PM chains. Oh, they even got that out there. Like even down the KFC. You know what I'm saying? Then they got they stuff too over there as well. I just love it. I love it. Like the club, like I said, the people, the basketball, the beach, living, everything.
That's good.
That's my problem. That's how.
So what you're saying is I need to just go ahead and hit up Lebanon.
If you want to go to a vacation spot, I'll say that's the best part I'm saying for my career, basketball, everything. You go to a nice vacation spot that I've been to, Bahrain.
Okay. I've definitely heard that from military people.
Yeah.
I've never heard that place.
Yeah. Bahrain, that's a spot where the military goes.
Yeah, they got a Marine base, and they got
the Navy
and Marine base there. So that was the only country I've been in that had so many Americans.
That's like one of their first ports they hit when in the military, in the Navy. Yeah. So
that's why it was. I would say that's a nice vacation spot. You gonna go out there and run into some good Americans. Of course, you know the local people. The weather out there is even more beautiful. You know what I'm saying? Now that's really a mini Dubai. Everything is so close.
Yeah.
Like you can circle the whole island. Like you can drive the whole island of Bahrain.
Yeah.
Late night, you bored, you go ahead. Don't take a drive, but take your drink. If you want, late night little drive or whatever. So nice. They have some of the best villas out.
Yeah, I gotta get the drink.
White sand, clear water, amazing food. That's my favorite thing. Like food. They got a Krispy Kreme there. They got Krispy Kreme over there in Bahrain. Like, what they know about Krispy Kreme?
Well, they know because all them people in the military.
Man, that's why you gonna bad trap, whole day trap.
Yeah.
You're not in the air for a day, but it's a whole day of trap.
You told me all that good shit, then you like, sit there.
Well, you know,
That's
my
the worst
family.
part. I ain't gonna lie, that's the worst
My
part.
family is home, so I already know.
Coming home, you excited. You know what I'm saying? You looking forward to coming home, but going,
Yeah.
and even your people at home, you don't really know what they expect, but you don't really know what they expect. When you should get off the plane for real, you like, eat this first week. I'm gonna have bullshit.
But you
Till I
found,
figure
but
something
you
out,
found
till
out something
I
different.
see where I'm at, or whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
All right, cool. CP3, you got a question?
Now I was just thinking about Dubai. I was supposed to go over there, but yeah, I want to get over there.
Where you
You got a child over there?
Nah, I was supposed to be doing security. I lost my security clearance. Long story. But yeah.
No question.
Hey man, like I said, I have a past. I'm not ashamed
We
to say
know.
that.
We know.
Let's see. Question. Let's see. I've been sipping on this whiskey, man. It got me a
I
little.
told you
feeling
that Japanese whiskey
Man, that
got
shit
you
is out. Yeah, that
acting
joint got me
up.
alright. That joint got me alright. Chasing your dream, you know, like you're saying, learning them lessons and the pitfalls of what you went through. Like I said, you was back in college, you didn't take it seriously, and you know you got dicked over a couple of times dealing with folks trying to make it happen. What continues to push you to chase it, even with all the pitfalls, and what do you think is ultimately going to be what's going to help put you over the top or help take you to where you want to be in your basketball life and your personal life?
So like to me, like I feel like I accomplished so much even though I'm still so young. You know what I'm saying? I played in 5 countries. I've luckily to won a championship. I got an MVP and a scoring title overseas. Most people that play overseas, they ain't got half of that. You know what I'm saying? And I did it in the top league. You know what I'm saying? I did it in the league. Still getting contracts, still getting calls and stuff. So that's a blessing. And the reason why I still want to keep going with this, like I said, I got my motivation and my son, my kids and all that, but I still feel like I'm 7 years old. I feel like I still want heights. I done seen more heights. I got kids, you know what I'm saying, that's playing up higher than me, and I feel like, bruh, I think no disrespect to my friends, you know what I'm saying? It ain't never that. It's just no basketball.
Right.
Love outside the lines, but I miss that. I feel like, yeah.
Wow.
Talk your shit.
Wow.
Nah, for real though, but I feel like I've seen a lot. Like I've seen top, and I know how to get it. And so I want to prove it to my son that bro, once it's time and you really understand it, I got a blueprint. You gotta do it. And for him to see me do it, he ain't gonna question nothing. Like see your father do some shit, you can be like,
Right.
True that.
he might know something. If he don't, I know he knows somebody that knows something.
True that.
Yeah, that's like the fact that I know that there's more out there for me.
I know.
I feel like I'm right there. You know what I'm saying? I'm always right there. Like right before COVID hit. Right before COVID hit, like with that March 15th or whatever, 2020. I got called that February from the Phoenix Suns from the Suns. They had 5 spots over. COVID hit. The day we already won the league championship. We won the league championship. We was playing for a ministry cup championship. I was about to get 2 championships. We won that jump. The day of the championship game, as with all basketball, everything had to get no NBA summer league. I ain't never heard from the Suns.
But it
Especially in
happened.
the
But
finals
like you
last
said,
year.
it's right, like I said, it's right before COVID. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I haven't really played no basketball ever since COVID. COVID really been stopping a lot of that. So this year when I go back out and stuff, hopefully by then create a little bit of buzz. They go, oh yeah, I remember that. Burn them in.
Yep.
So I mean, that's why I'm like, I'm right there knocking on the door. So, like, parents. You know, like they be showing like I think what was the commercial or something? It was a commercial or a clip or something. But the two guys they digging for the diamonds or something, and then the one guy at the bottom he quit. And then the other guy at the top, he keep going. He hit it like 2 more times when he found the gold or the diamond.
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, and then the one that was right there, he quit. He didn't even know he was that one hit away.
Yep.
That's how I feel. I feel like I'm one game away. You know what I'm saying? From the NBA seeing me, and they like, oh yeah, you gonna bring him to training. Training camp, you know, right on the own path.
There you go. I like it.
Well, CPT, what you got going on, man? What you got going on?
Tomorrow night on Sports in the Hill podcast, as always, bringing you the best DC sports coverage around. Going to be recapping this, only way to say it, embarrassing loss to the Buffalo Bills by the Washington football team. Going to be recapping the Nats week. They had some wins, it wasn't as bad as the week before, so we'll recap that. Also going to have Paul, the boxing guy, coming on. He's about 98% correct on his predictions, but he was wrong on this past weekend where Anthony Joshua taking a loss. He wants to come on and break down that fight, so we'll have some of that going on. Robbie's on paternity leave with his wife, expecting within the next 2 or 3 days, I believe. So we'll have a new member of Team Sports OTHP. Stay tuned. I know things about to get busy. Hockey season about to start. Preseason hockey just started. Basketball is probably gonna be starting up soon. So yeah, it's about to get real busy for the kid. I'm gonna be running the whole operation again, like when he went out before Zach was born. So stay tuned. We're always gonna bring you the best DC sports coverage around. Going to start expanding beyond DC sports because finding out we have a worldwide audience, and sometimes we got to go beyond DC. So we'll start bringing you some coverage of all the teams, not just the DC sports team. Trying to expand, we got certain social media platforms suppressing my views now, but I'm not gonna go there because I'm not trying to get us blocked on this joint either. See, I'm trying to behave. But when you go from 2,000 views to barely 100, and then you get an email saying we got a $50 credit for promotion, you kind of know what's going on. But I'm not naming no names. I'm not trying to get taken off there. I'm just saying it's kind of coincidence.
Oh, Lord.
But yeah, you can always check out our show online, sportsothp.com. Check out my YouTube channel, Carol Porter III with 3 eyes. Sorry for the technical difficulties. I'm gonna get the video feed up, chop it up, and put the whole interview out there with Brian talking about his basketball career. It was a great interview. First Sports OTHP interview on At the Bar Radio. So, we trying to expand, trying to bring our sports to all different platforms. And as I say, if you're looking for a new user pre-owned certified vehicle, hit me up down at Waldorf Honda, 2450 Crane Highway, Waldorf, Maryland, across from the Lowe's and the Popeyes. Holler at your boys. We're going to get that deal done for you.
And if you have a child with bad feet, we like feet is a cornrows. For that same child.
I told you, man.
Find your baby daddy.
I told you, man. My pull-out game is spectacular, though. I ain't got no kids.
Or that you admitting to.
I ain't got no kids out here.
We know you got kids, because that's why you was down in the 757. Don't try that.
I was just making sure that she went and took that Plan B pill.
See, you know what?
Hey, look, they had to make sure.
You made her lift her tongue.
Lift her tongue. Let me see your cheek. All right, we good.
What you got going on, Lady Antoinette?
Well, y'all know my life is always an adventure.
Got teenage boys flying around and such.
I mean, he flew a plane. That was cool.
Like it was comment on your post, you got 15-year-olds trying to drive cars. He flying planes. What's going on?
He already know how to drive a car. But, actually, I flew a plane before I drove a car when I was young. With him, actually, this is his second flight. But yeah, I can't give y'all too much, I just I come back with stories. That's all. Can't give y'all too much because my life is an adventure. Mm-hmm. But shout out to my nephew, who just moved into his first apartment.
Congratulations!
Congrats!
Yeah,
he is 20, so like him and my daughter, we kind of raised them together. So they're both in their own places now. So I'm so proud of them. Of course, his auntie had to bless him. send some stuff out there to them in Colorado. So,
Oh, yeah, there with my cousins.
yeah.
Gonna hit the dispensary.
All my babies are gone.
You gonna be at the dispensary, just letting you know.
Shut up. He been out there
That's
for a
what I'm
while.
saying.
I'm not saying in the dispensary, but I'm saying he been out there.
He been in the dispensary.
Anyway.
Yeah.
But yeah, private. And my daughter, so my little babies, my boos. I gotta get the last two out.
Yeah, like send some incense.
He said send some incense.
Yeah.
I said my daughter sage.
Down in Florida, yeah, she needed to protect the bubble down there. Yeah. No telling on what's going on down there.
Yeah, I sent her some sage. I should have sent my nephew some too. But yeah, nothing much. Nothing I'm gonna tell y'all yet. I might have some gifts next week. Actually, I think I'm going shooting next week, so never mind. I might not have those type of gifts.
At the range?
Yeah.
I was just saying, you said you're going shooting. I'm just checking.
I do that sometimes.
I'm just making you shooting at the range and not at somebody. That's all. Just check it.
Nah, I'm shooting at a little paper man, not a real man.
That's good. This time.
We'll be back next week. So last week we were supposed to.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so last week Renegade was supposed to perform. So we didn't get to perform because we got there 15 minutes after we got there.
The niggas started shooting.
So a young man was shot. They started shooting like not right in front of the club, but like
outside.
Yeah. So we didn't get to perform. So our next opportunity to perform, we're working on the thing. October 9th, West Virginia. Tory Lanez is the headline act, and we're trying to work it out to get Renegade one of the acts to open up. That's what we're working.
And I think that's a good move. Yeah.
And then I also want to play the video tonight, but Facebook said it was not Facebook. YouTube said it was private, and I need to fix it, and I just couldn't fix it tonight. So I was going to play the video, the documentary video I chopped up for him, but it's on my Facebook. That I chopped up for living the past of like all the places we went to for the past summer and stuff like that.
Yeah, click on the YT studio and you can unprivate, make it public.
I was trying to, and it wouldn't let me. I'm tired, bro.
I feel you, man.
And then YouTube could have been hating. They do that.
Oh, don't get me started.
I mean, I'm tired. I've been up. I've really been up all day. Since 12 o'clock last.
Be cyber backhand somebody.
So, but what I will do, and hopefully I'll be able to play the video next week, but I will play Renegade Be Okay.
Be okay. He cut your mic, don't worry.
On his feet.
I'm still hot. I said he cut your. You always hot.
I'm still hot.
Did you try this? This is so good.
Do you like it?
But at the same, it's kind of sour too. Like you might need to put some like some Sprite or something.
No, you good, bro. You good.
Appreciate y'all definitely having me on.
Hey, man. Appreciate you coming out, dog.
I need to pull you
Let's
up.
take a picture.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Instagram. Yeah, you got to send it to your grandmother.
We'll all take
She gonna be like, I know them. Yep.
Great. Shut my feet down.
She know you was coming here with this one?
Mm-hmm.
You sent her the link?
She did.